I'm going to change the angle sensor on this 2006 Honda Rancher ES. Should be the same for any really of these 350 Rancher ESs. I'm not going to go through troubleshooting or why I'm changing it, any of that. I determined that this is the problem. Just going to show you how to change it. So if you look on the right hand side of the machine here, I got my light blaring so I can't really see. Right there is the shift motor. Right there. And then right below that, right in this area, you can see the wires coming here. This, you'll never be able to see. This is the shift angle sensor right down in there. I'll try to get a better view. There it is. So you can see there's two 10mm bolts. We're going to take those to take that cover off. Okay, I'm going to try to do this while balancing my phone. I already had these loose. You're just going to want to take this bolt out and then the one down and forward. Can't miss it though. It's the only other 10mm. And then back these guys out. And get it all the way out of there. Okay, got those two bolts out. They're actually kind of long, take a little while to get out. Here's the cover. Kind of sits on here like this. This would be the motor side that's facing me. And this slides into a little groove. It's kind of a pain to get back on, but you don't have to worry about that right now. This is what you're left with when you take the cover off. This connector. Put my big fat hand in the way so you can't see. You just push on the tab and wiggle and you'll get that guy free. There it is. Okay, and then there's a, let's see, what size is this? 4mm Allens. There's two of them. One right there, and then one directly below it. Once you have those out, you just grab this and wiggle it, pull it out, and there you are. That's what the hole looks like on the motor. It's like a D-shaped shaft, so we'll have to line this new sensor up with that. And here's the new part. That's the part number. And it looks just like the old one, except it works. As you can see, we have these things sitting here side by side. This D-shaped portion here. You can see on both of them. They are at an angle slightly, so we just have to, we'll end up clocking this downward. It sits on here like this. We'll have to clock it downward to line up, and you end up lifting it for the holes to line up. Push it on. Okay, I end up moving it downward just slightly. Just about like that. Pushed it on, and then now you can see your holes are ready to line up. I'll set the first screw in. There. And then you know both your holes will line up. Once you have those Allen screws nice and tight, then you can just grab your connector, and their connector is idiot proof. It only goes one way. Slide it on there, snap it in, and we're ready to put the cover back on. To get this cover back on, you got to kind of tip it forward and then hook it in the bottom and then tip it upward, and then the holes will line up. It's kind of a pain at first, but it wasn't too bad after I got the hang of it. I'll just start a bolt, and then you'll put this one in and the bottom one in and tighten them up. And that's it. We got the cover back on. Now you can get back on it and turn the key on and make sure your neutral light's not flashing if that was the issue. Like I said, that was the issue on this one. So it's pretty easy job to do. Not that bad at all. And these sensors from Honda are like less than 30 bucks. So totally doable.